In this video, we'll be talking about what it's like to live in Chicago. If you haven't lived here before, or you've never been, your opinion of the city is based on your friends that visited or what you see in the news. Well, I've lived in Chicago, and I'm here to tell you what it's really like to live here. I moved here from the South, specifically North Carolina, and the first thing that I noticed is that it gets quite chilly here during winter time. Maybe that's an understatement, but the point is, it's all very manageable as long as you have the proper attire. And the great positive is it's a big city, and the fun level and the level of excitement doesn't change when it gets cold. People are still out doing things, going to restaurants, going to shows, doing all these other fun things. It just never ends here. And if you don't like the cold, there's a fantastic airport here that can take you anywhere warm in the world if you want. The next thing that I noticed is that the people here are generally very friendly, especially when you compare it to other big cities in the country. And I think that is the case because of the Midwest hospitality and the niceness of the Midwestern people. Then there's this question of the cost of living. And yes, generally it's higher on average than the majority of the cities in the United States. For the big city experience that you get, it's still a very, very good deal because Chicago is not nearly as expensive as cities like New York and San Francisco and LA for the most part. So you still get the big city feel for a decent increase in cost of living. And by the way, you can always manage your cost of living by finding a less expensive place to live. The takeaway is that the cost of living is not as expensive as other large cities here in the United States. Now, I touched on this earlier, but there are lots of things to do year-round in the city, and that's why I think people continue to stay. I mean, there's festivals, there are all these sports leagues, there's lots of interesting people and clubs that you can join, and then there's zoo lights. And then there's all these awesome restaurants, literally over 5,000 of them, that you in your whole lifetime probably can't go to every single one of them unless you really, really, really tried. Also, there's a big lake here. Obviously, you can see it on the map, but what most people don't know, and this is not advertised as much as it should be for the city, but you have a big, big beach culture here. And I'm not talking about surfing, but you have beach with real sand. You have beach volleyball, you have lots of beach activities and lots of cool venues alongside the Lakeshore Trail. And the Lakeshore Trail itself is actually fantastic. You can take your bike, ride around the Lakeshore Trail. You can go jogging on the Lakeshore Trail, or you could even go for a nice, beautiful walk. What's great about this is you look at one side and you have a lake, and then you turn around and you have a huge city with all these skyscrapers, and that's just one of the coolest things that I really liked about the city when I moved here. So to sum it up, my plan was to live in Chicago for 2 years. And here I am 6 years later, living in the city still. It's really enjoyable, and you kind of get used to all the activities and all the availability that you have in the city, like going to a cool restaurant or trying out some new dish, some new Chinese dish or some new Indian food that you can't experience if you go anywhere else outside of New York City or San Francisco or LA. So that's what I really enjoy about the city, and I just enjoy the people here, and I just really love it. Also, if you like this, please hit the like button and subscribe as we put out videos like this, a couple of times a month. And hopefully these videos add value to your search in your moving into the city of Chicago. So if you have any real estate needs, whether it be renting, buying, or selling if you're relocating out of the city, please don't hesitate to give us a call or shoot us an email. You can reach us on our website also. Thank you for watching our video, and hope you have a great rest of your day.